John Bernier had a good game for you guys again.
Yeah, he was. He was amazing. It's kind of the same old song and dance. We didn't play well in front of him, but all the credit in the world to him. He stood on his head tonight, and he was a life for us tonight.
Look, it looked a lot like Friday's game at the Rangers. You guys couldn't get out of your zone. What is it that happens? Because Saturday, you had much more energy, much more speed, much more attack.
Yeah, when you're playing in your zone and keep turning the puck over, by the time you get out of your zone, you're so tired you got to change, so you don't have much of an attack. And we just kept getting hemmed in tonight. By the time we got it out, we were exhausted and could never really get anything going in their zone.
Just the lack of ability to manufacture goals right now. How difficult is that?
There's been a lot of trying stretches, and I think everyone is probably gripping the stick a little tight, but we got to continue battling and try to find a way out of this. It's not coming easy right now, that's for sure.
How was there not maybe a better effort tonight? It looked a lot like Friday's game with the Rangers, just not getting out of your zone.
Yeah, I think we didn't do a good job managing the puck early all game, especially to start. That slowed us down for sure, and then we spent way too much time in our zone.
But at least you got Bernier going for you guys the last couple games.
Oh, Bernier, yeah, he played great. All the chances we gave up, you're not going to win. That's losing hockey. You can't give up chances like that and expect your goalie to bail you out all the time.
You're a team that doesn't give up a lot of shots, but it looked early on that you guys weren't going to get a lot of shots. So what's the mindset like when you see that the game's kind of trending that way?
I try to change it. Like I said, we spent a lot of time in our own zone, so then when we got, in the offensive zone, I felt like, maybe guys were tired or we didn't have the energy, you had to change. And, I thought when we had the puck in the zone, we did create some chances, obviously not enough, but some quality chances. But, anytime you spend that much time in your zone and, you're giving away pucks, it's going to be tough. They're a team that's, we talked about they're a really good transition team, and they're coming at you with a lot of speed. So you give them those opportunities, it's going to be a tough night.
You have to feel good about your own process at this point.
Yeah, obviously it's not an easy situation. 2 games, no goals. Same kind of thing. We had a open net, and the guy hits the guy's skate. But I thought our effort was probably not as good as against the Rangers, and it is what it is.
Jeff, is it more pressure on a goalie when the team's struggling to score like this, knowing that every 1 or 2 goals might be enough for the opposition?
Yeah, I don't think that way. To be honest, I just, you go shot by shot, and you can't start thinking if we score 1 or maybe 2, then the game is done if I let in 3, things like that. So I just do my job and shot by shot, period by period, and that's all I can control.
Well, I thought we were not very good at all. I thought Bernie kept us in the game. I thought we did actually have chances. Like, it was a weird game that way where we actually did have chances. I think in the end, our chances just at first glance were like 15-10. So it wasn't like we didn't have any opportunities to score. But from a process standpoint, regardless of the score, regardless of the chances, we weren't good. We didn't. We talked after Friday about execution and confidence and poise, and we couldn't pass a puck today. We couldn't go from tape to tape. It's hard to play hockey if you can't go from tape to tape. And, we have to understand that if we're not close to 100% our best, we're not good enough. And some teams can play at 90, some teams can play at 85 and still skill their way to a win. We're not doing that. So we have to understand that on a nightly basis, we've been back here from break, and 2 of the 3 games we haven't been close to our best. And we have to understand that we've got to be from that 95 to 100% every night. So whether that's mental preparation, whether that's work ethic, whether that's competitiveness, whether it's getting yourself ready for a game, we can't afford any kind of letdowns whatsoever. And until we understand that, we'll have too many nights like this.
How do you guys manufacture offense? Propping up in the issues?
One is you can decide to undershoot or you can decide to overshoot, and we undershot tonight. Like again, even with the chances I'm talking about, there was times where we could have had more and we didn't shoot the puck. Their goalie's been around a long time. He's a good goalie in the league, but let's make him make saves. Let's try to produce rebounds. Let's try to create the chaos off of that. So if I could point to one thing, I think we've been, at times in the year we've been okay at it. Lately, I don't think we've been good at it. We better overshoot the puck.
That wasn't the case 2 nights ago. It was 33 shots, a good number for you. Why the difference game to game in that kind of mindset?
Which is what I just talked about. We can't afford to be, I thought 2 nights ago our process was really good. I thought we had a bunch of guys playing near their A game. So if you look at each individual player and you say, are they in their A game, their B game, their C game? We had a bunch of guys at their A game or right at the cusp of that A game, and that's where we have to be. And to me, it's consistency in your mental approach. It's consistency in your work ethic, consistency in your competitiveness. We need everybody as close to 100% as possible for us to be in a position that we were in the other night where we played a really good hockey game. We just didn't win. Friday coming out of break, we didn't have it at all. We couldn't make a tape-to-tape pass, and tonight we couldn't make a tape-to-tape pass. So that's the fundamentals of hockey. If you can't do that, the rest of it doesn't matter. So we got to make sure, from a mental preparation standpoint, that we're as close to 100% as possible on a nightly basis. And it's not just physical effort; it's execution probably as much as anything.